Hi and good day everyone. We are from group 2 and today I'm going to start our presentation with Zilan Berhad. So as you guys can see on the slide, Zilan is actually under PN17 status right now, which basically means they are in a huge financial crisis. They just hit a massive net loss of 58.8 million ringgit and a total capital deficit of 138.4 million. So because of this financial situation, a lot of market rumors started popping up, questioning whether we should still keep their current audit firm, Asia SSY. The Audit Oversight Board engaged this independent review to evaluate if keeping them would compromise the audit quality. The assessment shows that the independence threats are low to moderate due to active internal safeguard. So I will now pass this to my teammates to explain the specific threat.
The assessments of independence threats. The first one is self-interest threat, which is low to moderate. Although Nexia does not have strong financial dependence on Zealand, they still have the motive to secure the payment from Zealand. Next one is self-review threat, which is very low because Nexia did not involve in any preparation of financial records and they only performed the statutory audit, and the internal auditor of Zealand was another third party. Next one is familiarity threat, which is low to moderate. There are several long-serving directors that may have developed close professional or personal relationship with the auditors. Next one is advocacy threat, which is very low because there is zero evidence that Nexia involved in any active promotion or share selling activities of Zealand. Finally, intimidation threat. Nexia issued a decisive disclaimer of opinion to expose the risk of the company, so that insisted the pressure from the company.
Impact on audit quality, objectivity, public confidence. Firstly, audit quality may be affected by the self-interest, familiarity, and intimidation threats. The auditor may be concerned about fee recovery due to Zealand's perhaps severe financial distress and PN17 status. Long-distance relationship between directors and auditors may also reduce professional skepticism. Secondly, auditor objectivity may be impaired if auditors prioritize client retention or are influenced by close relationship with management. This could reduce independent judgment and reliance on proper audit evidence. However, objectivity was still demonstrated when Nexia SSY PLT issued a disclaimer of opinion despite the company's financial difficulties. Finally, public confidence may decline as stakeholders may perceive a lack of independence due to financial distress and long auditor-client relationship. However, the issuance of a disclaimer of opinion helps strengthen transparency and reassures users of the financial statement.
Zilan Berhad is facing serious financial problems after being classified under PN17. Because of these issues, auditor independence becomes very important. For Zilan Berhad, rotating audit partners can reduce familiarity threats and ensure fresh professional judgments when reviewing restructuring activities and going concern issues. Independent quality reviews are also important because they provide an additional layer of review over impairment losses, debt restructuring disclosures, and audit evidence. In addition, auditors should avoid providing consultancy and restructuring advisory services to Zealand to prevent conflict of interest and self-review threats. Strong ethical policies and independence declarations within audit firm are also essentials to maintain objectivity and public confidence.
We're going to move to analysis and evaluation. First, independence threats are fully neutralized by existing safeguards. Zealand's fee is tiny compared to Nexia's USD 2.73 billion global net worth. Familiarity is blocked by a strict cooling off policy. Intimidation is defeated by past auditor actions, and self-review risk is zero because internal audit is completely outsourced to PKF. Nexia SSY PLT proved its integrity under extreme pressure, facing a client with RM58.8 million net loss. They stood firm and issued a strict disclaimer of opinion. They aggressively challenged complex estimates, including the RM141.76 million Abu Dhabi receivables backed by an independent audit committee. Ultimately, our net assessment confirms that audit objectively remains fully intact. Forcing an auditor rotation during the critical PN17 restructuring will only cause severe operational delays and damage investor confidence. Reappointing Nexia is the safest, most logical path to ensure market stability.
Based on our analysis, our recommendation to the Audit Oversight Board is to approve the reappointment of Nexia SSY. The firm has demonstrated professional skepticism and objectivity by standing firm and issuing a disclaimer of opinion on complex historical accounts. Furthermore, forcing an auditor change at this critical stage will only cause severe reporting delays and can disrupt the plan. So, maintaining the incumbent auditor is the best strategy to protect retail investors and uphold capital market stability. That concludes our entire presentation from Group 2. So, thank you very much for listening.